Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the Brownwood Lions Coach Show here on KOHC. I am Aaron Speckley, along with Brownwood Lions Athletic Director Mitch Moore. We are in the later part of April, and we still have a whole lot of track going on after a big regional meet this weekend.
Yes, we do. That was a great track meet over in Lubbock. Like every track meet, it was hot one day and cold the next, and the wind blew. So it was, but it was exciting and great for the Lady Lions. Again, won the track meet. So they have yet to lose a track meet that all the team has been entered. So they're regional champs as a team, along with several gold medals, silver and bronze. We'll talk about those in a second. But that was great. Scored 113 points. Closest competitor was third. I mean, it was won by 38.
Yep.
I mean, it's crazy, but it's good, and they've got enough going to the state meet and we've got some. I think we're going to do well. We have a chance to maybe win the state meet as well.
Wouldn't that be nice?
It would be. It would just be cap off a great season. So I don't want to put that out there and put any kind of expectation on anybody, but you've got to have several events and score points in those events, and I think we're going to be able to score points in all the events and may win a few of those events. Possibility of winning quite a few of them. So, but we can kind of go over that. 4 gold medals, the 4x100 relay of Isis Hall, Kaya Phillips, Jade Marin, and Anaya Hines. Again, I think beat their own school record again. And they're fast. They look good. 4x200 relay of Jade, Kaya, Anaya Hines, and Kate Tyndall. Again, beat their own school record in that one. Again, they were fast, and they didn't just win these by it wasn't like had to look at the film. I mean, it's like they crossed the line 20, 25 yards ahead of anybody on those 2 races. It's impressive. It looks great. And then Kaya Phillips won the 200, beat her closest competitor by a second again, not even a close race. And then Hannah Dean cleared 5.5 on the way to a gold medal on her final leap. So she's headed back in that field event. She went as a freshman, had some injuries last year and gotten through those injuries, and so she will be making her second run at state her junior year. So again, she's been there before, so that's good. She knows what it's like, and I expect her to do really well in the high jump on next when they go on May 1st.
She's not. They're not the only ones going.
No. We still got our silver medalist who also qualified to be our 4x4 mile relay of Kate Tyndall, Jade Marin, Rebecca Delgado, and Bracy Lee. Again, they beat their own school record again that day, so they set that. So all 3 relays topped their best time in school records again. And then Kaya Phillips is going in long jump. She pulled off a kind of a big jump there and went from 3rd to 2nd or 4th to 2nd, and so got going. So she's going in like 4 events, I guess. Yeah. And then Kate Tyndall, maybe the most exciting race of the day, I guess, where the anticipation of the results was in the 300 hurdles. Kate finished 2nd, and I'm glad you wrote that down, by 3/1000ths of a second. So it was pretty fun. We're underneath the team camp and just watching the scoreboard, and it had 1st place and then 2nd place. It took several minutes, seemed like 5, but it might have been like 2 or 3. And then when Kate's name popped up on the screen as a number 2nd place, it was pretty exciting, and it was kind of a big roar from the Brownwood people, at least. So
that's about as close as you can get there.
It was, and so that was a great race, and so at our angle where we were, it looked like she was well ahead, but I guess the angle's bad, so thought we won. Sydney Wyndham set a new school record in the 1600 meters, came in 4th, and also finished 4th in 3200. So she got some good points for the team, part of that team championship, and Sydney is one of the seniors, and so She's had a great track career at Brownwood, and I think she's going to go on and try to run. I don't want to say it. I think she's going to ACU, but better not. I don't want to don't quote me on anything. But I believe she's going to continue running at ACU, if I remember correctly. But she's had a great career at Brownwood, and so and done well in those distance runs. I mean, she makes it look smooth when she runs it, and I don't know if anybody enjoys that, but she is smooth when she's running those.
She looks like she's enjoyed it. No stress in the world.
No,
it's
just
the
cruising,
greatest thing ever.
cruising. So did a great job this season, and then I think I missed our pole vaulter in there as well. Grace Sparks, a couple of freshmen, Grace Sparks and Rebecca Delgado, both finished third. Grace finished third in the pole vault. Rebecca finished third in the 800. And I know they were disappointed to not get to go advance the state. But you got to think about two freshmen on the platform getting a medal at the regional track meet. Their first time is great. And so those two, Rebecca gets to go in the mile relay, so she'll get to participate in that. And then Grace was, I was thinking as a freshman, she got, I think, a senior and a junior beat her this week, but there was another senior involved at 12, and so you just think about the pressure of a regional track meet. That vaulter who had gone 12 and above, I think, I'm not going to say where she's from, but she no-heighted, and so she didn't clear bar at regional, and so the pressure's on, and so you step up there as a freshman and do what she did, and she cleared 11 and went out on 11.6, I think, and I think second place was right there with her as well. So those two, big things to come out of them, just getting started. And pole vault was the morning of the cold, so it was not it wasn't a great day. The wind was blowing, you had it at your back, but it was 45 degrees, so wasn't the greatest pole vaulting weather. But again, out of 16 competitors, she finished third, ahead of quite a few seniors and juniors, and it's big time. So big time, and came up big in that. So, and then Trey Jones, felt for him. He looked like he clipped. I was on the opposite side watching the race for him, from the stand. It looked like he clipped the 6th or 7th hurdle. He was right there in the top 3 when it went down, and I think that just throws off your timing. And then he finished 4th, kind of rebounded 4th, get back and finish 4th place. But he was neck and neck with in 1-2 right there, right in that middle area, and just barely clipped it, and it kind of just threw him off for just enough to where that race was going to be tight. And he had a great opportunity, and he was frustrated at the end, but he had a great track career too. And so proud of Trey and his efforts, and it was disappointing for him, I know, but a great year for him. So I think did we cover them all? I think we got them all. And so state track meet Thursday, May 1st. And so like the schedule came out, I believe you put it out, it was already out. Field events will be that morning, and then running will start around 5-ish, I think, 5, and then go till 9.
We have the very first event with Hannah and the high jump, and the very last event with
4x4
in the mile relay.
So be a good day on Thursday. So if you got time, I'd go watch that. It's gonna be a good day. And again, Lady Lions, hopefully good things will happen, and then I'll just continue that streak one more time.
Yeah.
And finish off a sweep of the year.
Competing in 7 events, so there'll be plenty to watch throughout the day.
It will be. It's good stuff. So good for them. Softball. Kind of changed gears. Softball. They lost their final district game to Brock last Friday night. Played them well for about halfway through 4 innings, and played them really tight. And then kind of got away from them. But they finished 2nd in the district behind Brock. So great season right there. And they will be going as the number 1 seed in the big school. So we're going in as number 1 seed in the playoffs, but finished 2nd in district. Stephenville will go in as the 2nd seed at big school. They finished 3rd, and Graham will go in the 2nd seed at small school because they finished 4th. Crazy stuff. But spent some time trying to figure out, now it's going to rain, that playoffs are around, so
Of course.
that's good. So we worked out a deal over the weekend, and we're going to play at San Angelo Lakeview on Thursday evening at 6:30, and then back at home on Saturday morning at 10, and then if there's a third game needed, it'll be right after that 10 o'clock game. Got some travel things on Saturday, which is why we bumped up the games. Some students going to be in other things on Saturday, and so that's why we bumped the game up to 10. But since we're not traveling, that's not a real early morning. There's also a chance, I guess, if it continues to rain in San Angelo, that and their field becomes unplayable, we could move that Thursday night game to Brownwood. But that's if it rains. But since we've got the turf fields now, we've kind of sitting in good shape to have a home and home and feel like that. But right now it's in San Angelo. But if something changes, we'll let you know. But it does have a chance to rain every week, so it depends on that. So
Turf can come in handy. Right?
coming in handy. So yeah, but if you want something to do on Thursday night, we are hosting Sweetwater and Ingram Moore, 5 o'clock or 4:30, and possibly Lano and Jim Ned after that. And then possibly if it rains again, could be around, but we're going to host that on Thursday. And then Friday night, big night for softball, we'll be hosting Sweetwater and Ingram Moore again for games 2 and 3 if needed. And then we will have Jim Ned and Lano, I think, on that night. So softball Thursday, Friday, and Saturday out at Lady Lions Field. So if you got something to do, you got Thursday evening, Friday evening, and then Saturday morning. So around any kind of rain that comes about. So we'll do that. And then out there on Friday night, we'll have baseball. Friday night they'll wrap up their districts against Mineral Wells at home. So all parking lots will be open on Friday night. So both of them, because we'll have softball and baseball. But baseball came out on short end on Friday night against Glenrose, so puts us in puts us alone in 4th place, a game ahead of Stephenville and Glenrose. And so this week games are big. We play at Mineral Wells on Tuesday, and then, like I said, we're at home on Friday against Mineral Wells. Stephenville is playing Brock this week, and Graham and Glenrose play. So anything can happen, but we're 1 game ahead of both Glenrose and Stephenville, and so it'll come down to this week what happens on all those series. So be great to pick up a couple wins, take care of ourselves, and so not depend on anybody. So again, that'll be Friday night. A lot going on out there. Baseball and softball. It won't be Lady Lions at home on Friday, but it'll be full softball games going on next door to the baseball game. So
good. The perk of having that
turf field. I mean, I believe we're full for the second round for softball and baseballs. We'll see, where we are if we want to do a home and home with somebody, or we've got a waiting list going. We've got two or three series on tap for the first round of baseball. So, in softball, we're already good. We'll be playing. And if we play home and home again, I don't know who we play in the second round, but we've got that option too. But we are hosting again softball in the second round. Again, hosting this week, changing to tennis. We've got the district tournament Wednesday and Thursday at Brownwood High School. So big week of hosting things going on. So district tournament on, like I said, Wednesday and Thursday all day at Brownwood High School. So get out and watch some tennis. Come see that. And I think that was it. Golf wrapped up last week. Both girls and boys finished up regionals. Good rounds, good season. A couple of seniors, Caleb Monwell and Colby Walker and River and Tristan. They all finished up their seasons and so their careers at Brownwood High School. So wish them the best. But again, a lot going on in Lubbock last week, but now we get to have some stuff going on in Brownwood this week, which is nice. So things are here. So track, a little update on the track. It got resurfaced at the Gordon Stadium, so the new track it's almost complete. We are going to get to work out on it a little bit this week, getting ready for the state meet. It's not ready to be open completely, but they're going to let us get out there and work for state track meet. So it'll be good handoffs practice on a new surface. So, but it'll get released to us soon. But we are able to practice our limited track out there the next 2 weeks before the state meet. So it's good. And so everything else is just moving along.
Awesome.
Just kind of training. No more.
So we hit everything then today?
I think so. We got it all. A lot going on. So good thing.
Let's thank our sponsors and get on out.
All right. Auto Glass Magic, Bruno Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bon Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Edward Jones Investments, Heartland Funeral Home, Hendrick Clinic, Landmark Admin, MC Bank, Painter and Johnson Associates, Smith and Sharp Agencies, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, Weldon Wilson Electric, Western Bank, and Willie's Teas.
All right, and that will be a wrap on today's show. Of course, Coach Brixie will be back in Wednesday, and then next Monday
we're going to get Coach Chelsea Lipsy to come in and talk state track meet, talk this past track season. It just will be basically dedicated. I'll let you wrap up the weekend sports, baseball and softball and tennis, and then Coach Lipsy, you can just talk all things track.
we may try and sit down and break down how many records have been broken how many times this year.
So be good. So we'll get kind of preview the state track meet on Monday with her, and then it'll be great. So I'm looking forward to her being here and talking all things track.
There you go. All right, so tune in Wednesday and again next Monday here on the Brownwood Lions Coach Show on KOXC, KOXC.com, and the KOXC app.